your comment about triathletes that get into the sport and immediately gain weight, I can tell you that from my own personal experience, I've had that problem as well. Been successful at getting my body weight down to a fairly lean level in the wintertime when I was not doing a large volume of training. And then as soon as I began adding duration and distance, found that I started adding weight. What's going on there?
Yeah, so typically that's just the misnomer of if I burn more calories, I can eat more calories, right? And you can actually, as you mentioned, Suzanne, you can actually manipulate your body weight more so from the nutrition side of things rather than the exercise side of things. So I think that's where the disconnect is a lot with triathletes, is because they're focusing so much on burning calories, they're not really looking at the quality and the nutrient density of the food that's going in. So I've taken hundreds of athletes and not even touched their training, manipulated their metabolic efficiency and nutrition plan, so controlling blood sugar, and we'll talk about that later, but that has the largest impact on body composition and body weight manipulations.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point that people don't appreciate maybe when they first get into the sport. And when they really start to pay attention to what they're putting into their bodies, their performance can skyrocket. You know, not only improving health markers, but performance in training and in races can skyrocket. So really, really important, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Jeff, you work with athletes from quite a number of different backgrounds, from amateurs, people just getting into the sport, as well as professionals. What kind of conversations do you have with athletes when they first sign on, and what can we learn from how you approach that with athletes?
We do. I echo a lot of the stuff that Bob just said. That perception that people have, I think a lot of times they have a false sense of proportion. You know, while you go out and you burn calories for 3 or 4 hours, you can consume that many calories in about 10 minutes. So it seems all this effort goes into it. So there's that disconnect mentally, even emotionally. You feel like you've earned it and all these things. So it's really attacking and breaking down some of those perceptions that they have about, you know, the calories in and just this formula that they want to create of what do I eat and how much do I eat. And, you know, depending on how closely we're working with them on the nutrition aspect, we try to get them to first look at when they eat and why they eat. And kind of track what they're currently doing, because if a lot of them gravitate very quickly to what and how much, but until you determine why you're eating and when you're eating, and when usually helps you learn the why and get the purpose, so they're eating for the right reasons at the right times, and then they start making better selections on what and how much. And so we generally find that they have, you know, a couple of different things. Either they're going for a body composition change, they truly want to lose weight or perform better, get to their ideal body weight, or they're generally just want to be healthier, like that lifestyle. I think, I don't know how good we've been as coaches training triathletes to see food better and to see things differently, or how many, just the growth of the sport, how many athletes are coming in. And, you know, with one of my athletes, Natasha, phrased it as triathlon is the new jogging. So there's so many people getting in to be healthy, and they're not so driven on the performance ends. They just want to be healthy, and so they have that better, more balanced mindset.
Yeah, I think you bring up a couple of really good points, talking about tracking the when and the why. I actually did a nutrition consult recently with a dietitian, and she asked me to turn in a food log, but she also asked me to write her a separate email explaining when I ate and why I was eating. And just that simple act of adding that piece that's usually not tracked was eye-opening for me. And I'm someone who's very aware of nutrition, so I think people of any level can benefit from that. Jeff, do you ever find that you need to bring in any specialists, like do you have dietitians that you refer people to, or maybe any sort of psychological counseling for people that are really struggling with the whys?
We do. We work with a lot of athletes in about 20 different countries or so. I obviously don't have a referral network in all of them. But actually, Bob, I've referred quite a few athletes to him and his program, his books. It's just very practical. I think, you know, no matter if they have a strong desire on the nutrition side, they're inclined to do that, to take that extra effort. But then, you know, nothing benefits performance like improving your body composition. So, you know, getting them to do that. So I definitely lean on experts. That's not my strength. I'm trying to be very, you know, practical with what we give them from the training aspect. But then it's just like a generalist in medicine. You know, there's certain things and certain goals that athletes have that they need to work with someone that this is their focus.